Stupid thing's recording without me knowing it. This thing is alive! One more. Hello there! Welcome back to Sequel-A-Thon 4. I'm Scotty, I think, and you're not. Thing doesn't matter if it's so. It started recording. I think what happened was, I don't know why it started automatically recording. I was finishing up watching a video, and then it was recording, and I tried to. Okay, so I had it off. I was pushing the button, like this, and it didn't work. I did it again. I think I pushed it too many times, so it stopped and then started recording again. Is what it was. Alright, so Agent Cody Banks 2. This movie surprised me because I always wrote this movie up. I said the first one's great. The first one is obviously the best. This one doesn't bring back some of the major characters, like Veronica, gone. Hilary Duff, gone. And instead we get Anthony Anderson and Hannah Spirit, from the S Club 7. Reach for the stars. Her, them, yeah. So I wrote this off. I remember back in the day I rented this and was like, okay, it's whatever, it's fine. It's fine, it's whatever. However, after rewatching this movie, not only was I wrong, but I think this... I'm baffled as why the papers on my fridge are moving when there's nothing on that. Not only was I wrong, but I think this is better than the first one. I said, I know everybody said, Agent Cody Banks, but they toned down the sex references, like in the first one, because teenagers have hormones, but they went way too far with it. Now we got fat jokes, Anthony Anderson's stressed, and bald jokes. I feel like I'm being targeted here. Did this one. I only do it with these hands like this because I try. That's what I can do with these hands. Otherwise. Anyway, so Agent Cody Banks 2 follows Cody Banks to London. Hence the subtitle, Destination London. London, bye-bye. But, yeah. And he's undercover on a mission that started because it's sort of his fault. Sort of. We'll get to it. So, we start Cody at the secret, at this summer camp thing. It's actually the secret summer camp for trade young secret agents. I said this in my really first one. This should have been the opening of the first one. Saying he's going to go to the summer camp and then revealing it's the secret camp for training. This should have opened the first one. Maybe not in this same way, but it should have had a similar opening at a camp. Yeah. And we see the commanding officer of the station, Diaz. He's a bit of a jackass of sorts. He's a bit of a jerk that plays into things. And we see some of the stuff they do, and then it's Parents' Day, so they have to hide everything. And then the parents leave, everybody goes to bed, and then all of a sudden the place is raided, and Diaz says it's a training exercise, and then they have to protect him, which Cody does. And it's revealed that actually it wasn't a training exercise. The CIA found out that Diaz was a turncoat, was a traitor. And we're trying to arrest him. Do I need to point out that the CIA were foiled by a bunch of kids? I know they're CIA trained kids, but still. So now Cody is immediately put on this mission. Like, his parents and his little brother Penny, didn't believe him. I mean, a secret agent in the first one. But that's one of the things I like. the parents and the little brother were overplayed in the first one. Like, I get it. He has a home life there, but, like, it was too much. It was like, I get it. It's a teenager who's a secret agent. We gotta show his parents. And even for the small part that it plays, like, he has this special weapon thing and his mom takes it away from him. Only they give him a pocket knife at the end of the movie anyway. But he's immediately thrown on this mission to London, where he meets his handler, Derek, played by Anthony Anderson. And I love Anthony Anderson, man. In the 2000s, you couldn't ask for a more funnier black man. Well, you could, but, like, Eddie Murphy was busy doing I Spy at this point, which is a good movie, but, like, I'm just saying, if you want a nice, chubbly sidekick, Anthony Anderson was your man. He lost a lot of weight, and I'm proud of him. I wish I could, be like that, but, But yeah, so he's the handler, and so Cody is going undercover at this school for kid musicians because, like, the first one, he lied and said he could play the clarinet, and the first one he said he was a ladies' man. So now they give him a fake clarinet to play. We find out that Diaz is working for Lord Kenworth, this evil guy who plans to use this thing that Diaz got to control people's minds. The CIA has a device that can control people's minds. Really? They're going to use it to take over the world. Of course! Yeah, they're going to... Although that takes a backseat to shenanigans for most of it. We see that there's this dentist guy who is in charge of doing this, and it's the guy from Beyond Reanimator who keeps injecting himself with reagent. The guy who's alive keeps injecting himself. I'm like, I know that guy. That's the guy from Reanimator, the drug addict who keeps injecting himself with the reagent. Beyond Reanimator, the third one. Beyond Reanimator. He's a Spanish actor. He says hola a lot in this movie because he's Spanish, you see. So while there, we meet a collection of characters, kid characters. One of them, Emily, played by Hannah Spirit. Spirit. It's weird because this is 2003, and she was playing. Well, she was not really a teenager per se, but she's playing an agent disguised as a teenager. And the very next year, 2004, she was playing Jennifer Tilly's assistant in Seed of Chucky. Which, I'm sorry, is not the worst Chucky movie. When I get into my revisit series, you will know, I will tell you, it's not the worst. I think even in my original ranking, it was not the worst. Cult of Chucky sucks. Although, who knows? When I revisit them, things may have changed. Hold on, I'm getting a belt poking in my belly. And then Derek is like the chef. And even though they're British, he cooks like soul food, like grits and stuff for them, and they eat it. And chocolate surprise. I want to know what the chocolate surprise is. You reference this later at the end. Hey, go get me a chocolate surprise. What is it? He like rolling out this thing. Oh, they're gonna love this. What is the chocolate surprise? Surprise is there's no chocolate. What? No, I don't know. Oh, by the way, air conditioner's on because it's hot. I forgot to do that I was so flustered by it automatically recording that we got to mention that in the thing. So shenanigans ensue when Cody he sneaks into this place, he's hiding, and he gets caught. He eventually sneaks out only to be arrested by the cops, and then he's interrogated by Ron Weasley's dad, or to Doctor Who fans, Brian Rory's dad in Series 6 and 7. Series 7, excuse me. Yeah, it's him. And they do the thing, you're going to get a phone call, and you're going to apologize to me, and he does, but that's not the CIA, it's not Keith David, it's Emily. It's revealed she's a MI6 agent. At 22 years old, she's an MI6 agent. Well, if Cody Banks can be a 15-year-old secret agent, then fine, I guess. But it's not that the MI6 is training teenagers. She's a full-fledged adult. She's like not a director, but like an agent. She has her own office. I don't know. Confusing. So now there's someone else in that building that knows Cody is working for the CIA. She already kind of suspected things when he just run off without saying things, but then things take a turn when after this, Cody is immediately kidnapped by the bad guys, and they put a mind control device in his tooth. Okay, now let's talk about my issue with this. So this will become an issue more and more as this film goes on, but the way that they're controlling people is with a device they put in a fake tooth. It's a microchip they put in a fake tooth. That's their big idea for this. I don't know if it would actually work, but it doesn't make any sense once it comes into context later. But Cody wakes up, it's morning now, and he's acting strangely, and so I have to call the director. And we have this who's on first thing where it's like, I think he meant to say a conductor. No, he said director. I heard him, he said director. He meant conductor. I'm like, are we gonna get... Hello? So he calls Keith David, and Keith David's in town for some G6 summit thingy with all the world leaders in Buckingham Palace. I think it's Buckingham Palace. I don't think it was Downing Street. I think it's Buckingham Palace. And so Cody arranged the meeting, but Cody's under the control of the bad guys. And so they could have just arranged the meeting and he leaves, but because it's kids' movie, we gotta have Cody be under mind control and throw things around. And that's I think where the problem lies with this, is that they just there's scenes later. There's too much indicating something's not right with these people, and nobody suspects anything except for Emily. She realizes, and Derek too, but they realize, and so then they have to realize that. So then Emily confronts Derek and tells him he doesn't believe her, and then because he gets into Cody goes. Here's what happens. Cody leaves them. He goes. He helps the bad guys abduct the CIA director, Keith David, and they implant him with the tooth thing. But Emily sees it. She's spying. She follows him back to the car, tries to explain that she's MI6. No, she's not. Get her out of here. And so then he's under mind control. And Derek's just like knocks him unconscious with his elbow, and then they use a little piece of Mentos to break it out. But it's cool to do here in this scene, but later they just punch him in the mouth and it knocks it out later. So it's confusing. Also, they make dental work seem like it's so easy and can be done like that. That's not how it works. No, it takes a while. But in this movie, not. I mean, it didn't take a while for them to pull my teeth out, but for them to put something in there and there's drilling inside, I don't know. I think it would take longer than just... I think it would. I don't know. I'm no expert, I guess. So we get to Buckingham Palace. So here's the thing. They tell the people, so they go undercover. Cody, Emily, and Derek is dressed in a bobo There's some kind of Nigerian prince or something. And then they go to the room where the people, the musical students are there to also perform at Buckingham Palace. What a coincidence, huh? So that Cody tells them the truth. They don't believe him until he takes down this German guy, this German kid. Becomes important later. And yeah, so they not believe him, and he says you gotta keep playing no matter what, so that nothing bad happens. But it's confusing because when we go in there, we see that they are just in control of almost everybody there. Is in control, and this dude, the dude from Beyond Reanimator, injected himself with the reagent. He's just messing with everyone do stupid stuff, and again, nobody thinks that this is weird. That there's something going on when everyone is acting like an idiot. I understand, kids movie, I get it, but come on, these are the worst villains ever. They make Bond villains look like geniuses compared to this. I said that. I said, these guys make Bond villains look like geniuses. The hell? Yeah. So, while trying to find everyone, Derek is kidnapped. And a thing is put in his teeth. So he's now fighting Cody. And there's a pretty cool scene where the guy's doing it in like a little video game screen where it's like a boxing thing. It's pretty cool looking. Especially for 2003, it doesn't look bad. But Cody's able to... Well, Emily shows up to take on the doctor and takes him out while he knocks the tooth out of Derek's mouth. So he's not in control anymore. But Keith David is also under control. They knock him out. Oh, thing I forgot to mention is when they're in the music room, because it becomes a running gag, is that Derek, who is not recognized as the chef because he's in a bobo, says he is Babu, one of the students, Babu's Uncle Compton. Because Anthony Anderson is from Compton, you see. There are so many references to Compton in this damn movie from Anthony Anderson. Do you realize? Do you know he's from Compton? Could you tell? Could you tell he's from Compton? Because I couldn't. There are some things that bug me, but not much. Not much. Then we get to one of the best climaxes in a spy movie ever. And I mean it. This puts all the James Bond's climaxes to shame. For shame. Forget Pierce Brosnan knocking Sean Bean off the tower. For England James? No, for me. Forget that. Forget Timothy Dalton taking out the what's-his-face in License to Kill. Forget everything. Okay? Forget everything. Because this is the greatest climax of a spy movie ever. Okay? Everything in Mission Impossible, forget. This is... So, while our secret agents are still trying to stop the plot from happening, because Diaz is still going around and Kennington is still technically there, so Cody goes to take out Diaz, while the others try to stop, the kids are left to they're told to keep playing no matter what, to make sure nothing bad happens, even though we've seen everyone's under the control of the bad guys, but who cares? Doesn't matter, I guess. So, they decided the biggest distraction is for Theo, the German kid I mentioned, to go out, put the headband on, and start singing Va! Was is good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. Va! Was is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Va! Yeah, there's a whole this whole climax is to the tune of War, sung by these kids and Theo, and just it's fantastic. I'm sitting here laughing my ass off when he starts doing it. The glasses down, I'm like this. I'm like, this has to be one of the best climaxes ever. What the hell? I wish I could have recorded my reaction to this because it didn't. Just, like I said, I hadn't seen this for years. I mean, this is awesome. Yeah, eventually Cody takes down Diaz. Everything. The day is saved, not thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. And yeah, Cody gets a little kiss and gives her a little kiss. You know, and then we go back, and Derek gets promoted to being the. I just thought of this. So Derek is now in charge of the camp counselor. All right, in charge. They go back to the camp. He's now the camp counselor in charge to handle the kids. So what were the rest of the kids doing while Cody was on this mission? Were they just at a camp? We go back so that we can end at the camp, and his parents, even though they were in the film and saw nothing of a growth from their son, the mom's like, "Oh, here, I got you a pocket knife. I trust you." And then they do a gag with the Mentos again. There's a gag earlier where he thinks that Emily's Mentos is one, but it's not, because he thinks every Mentos is a. The Mentos pay sponsorship because I want to know. Yeah, it's pretty good, and I think it's better than the first one. Okay, I enjoyed it a lot better. It's fun. I don't know, it's just. So, there you go. What are your thoughts on Agent Cody Banks 2? Then we'll comment so much. Like, share, and subscribe. We're almost done. We got one more. The super secret special secret sequel. That I haven't mentioned what it is yet. It's a secret. It's a secret next to the cookie. Yeah. Sorry. Just stay tuned for that. So, thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.